I'm excited for you guys to be on here with us today, as we do have Barbie coming up to share how her Super Saturday experience was in Miami. She really got to go out there and listen to some very big powerhouses within this industry and within this academy. And she's going to be sharing all the notes with us. And if you don't know Barbie, man, this is the sexy mamacita of the group. Okay, she comes through all the time, and she always brings really positive energy, and she really brings a lot of value to the group. You know, I have never met anyone like her, and I'm proud to have her in my life, not only part of this Wealthy Moms Club, but also as a genuine friend in my life. You know, she's someone who I know is going to go all in with this business. I've seen the impact she's brought to other moms in this business. Okay. And that's what we're here for, not only to impact other regular people, but to impact people who are like us, moms who have been through some things, moms who are going through some things, moms who are trying to figure it out, moms who are just living every single day being moms. Because there's nothing that we are the only people who can share the types of experiences that we have, right? And she's definitely being able to do that within her time being here and being a businesswoman. Because y'all, I'm gonna say it every time, she don't have just this business. She is a businesswoman outside of it. She does at least 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 different other things. All right, so get with her. All right, so that's it for me. I'm about to pass it over. I'm gonna make you host just in case you need to share your screen or anything. All right. Oh my gosh, what just happened to the participants? I lost it. I'm gonna pin you, make you a host, and you can take over, Barbie.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My beautiful Queen Bee. She's in Orlando, but the love is it's right here. Miami, Orlando, there's no 4 hours of difference. It's right here, girl. It's right here. I love you. I love your son. I love Red Coach. Always in my prayers. And thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share what I learned, the gems, Super Saturday from Miami. I realized that a lot of people were in different Super Saturdays, so they couldn't be in so many states at the same time. I got it. So I got your 305, baby. So let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, everybody could see it. Okay, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Okay, I'm getting better. All right. So yeah, Super Saturday. We have our first time. The top leader. I went to the restroom. I'm gonna be very honest. I did not grab his name. But he's sexy dough. He's one of the top leaders in NFTs, and he was throwing some trading gems. And one of the trading gems that he was talking about was the M's and the W's. So if you have that package, I encourage you to see the record. He didn't go into detail. He wanted to us to be a student and look for the M's and the W's. M and W's. So it looks at the trading that looks like an M and then W's, and when you're supposed to be sell or buy. So I really love it. So he was the first one. Then we came to Mike Sotero. He did an amazing, marvelous leverage about each leaders. And this is going back to today's early elevation from CEO Chastity. She was talking and she was giving it skills and examples about how to leverage someone. So I hope for the people that were in the morning trying to get practices with other of us, like for example, if you want me to do a mock with you, I'm more than happy. Text me, call me, or if you want to practice with your dog, if you want to practice with your cat, if you want to practice with your son, you could do it, but start leverage. So I really love how he leveraged every single leader, whether it was from P 1,000 to Sherman 250. Then he presents some trading strategies on the NFT sides. And he was talking about the love history of Katie Brown and Jamie Brown. That's very, very unique, that even though you could find tradings, you could also find love. Okay. So we're going back to Mina Moves. She comes from another NML from Monet, and she was referring how was that transition to where she is right now in her life. She's a sexy mamacita. She has the daughter, and she was talking about communication skills. So how you communicate, that's how you're going to grab attention. And she was talking about how she is a data collector. So she don't use the word prospect. Are you guys taking notes? Yes. When I hear that, it blew me my mind. Thanks God I did not know wig because it would have fall off. So she don't call leads. She don't call them prospects. She sees herself as a data collector. So I want to screenshot the way she presents the communication was supposed to be the sell process. Because remember, guys, you guys are selling either crypto, ESC, different products that IM has coming up soon, TBX. Okay. So go back to sales process. She was talking about how you communicate and how that communication comes. You have to remember that if the person doesn't trust you, you will not go to the next level, then to the next level, then to the next level, and then to the next level. You cannot be jumping, like, for example, she was saying about shows you have an empathy and rapport. You cannot skip it to problem, you have challenge and commitment. She has to do first trust you, have empathy, understanding, and rapport, and then information to have a situation and a vision. So there are steps that she has, and she gave a beautiful an example of when she was in the Super Saturday, when she was talking with a person, how long it took you to be today here. I know Sana is from Kansas City, so I'm going to use her as an example. So, hi, Sana, how you doing? Sana's going to say, marvelous. And I say, well, my name is Barbie. What is your name? She's going to say, Sana. I'm going to call her with this high energy, and I'm going to tell Sana, so where are you from? When are you coming from this? Are you from Miami? She's going to tell me, no, she's not from Miami. She's from Kansas City. And I'm going to say, oh my God, that's amazing that you came all the way from there to get this information. I'm actually from Miami. So it's not only one way, you need to hear the other way as well. So I really love it. So guys, we data collectors. Okay, moving forward. And I want to relate this with mommies. We data collector. I ask questions to my kids. How was the school? What do you eat? Do you eat my food? Do you hit somebody? Do you buy somebody? So I realized that we naturally, mommies, we are data collector. When the children are in the stage of teenagers and 22, 23, where you went? Where you at? We are natural data collectors. I just realized it. Some of us that they're possessive. Babe, where you at? What time are you gonna be here? Food is ready. You are data collectors. So if you already do it in a regular basis in your life, you could also apply it in sales. Bingo. Then we move forward to the energetic Katie Brown. So she was talking about her social media. She put it as an example. So she opened the window. And then I noticed something that she says about the outlook of her page. She used neutral colors. She don't stick with one color. Because she was saying that she wants all the women from 6 years old to 99 plus relate to her. And she make another point. She's one of the few ladies that had a different ages that has been in her business. Usually when we target a population, you target an age as well. She has from 18s to older lady. And she points out her mom being the old lady. But she's a sexy mamacita, okay? Like the wine. She also talked about not duplicate pages that she knows that there's people that they are mocking. Be yourself, be you. That's one of the things that I really want to talk more about what I learned from Katie Brown and I wanted to express it to mommies. We mommies tend to have some insecurities and we use exact content, exact picture, exact color. You don't have to. You could use someone as a reference, but it doesn't have to be exact. Because remember, my queen bee, it's queen bee. Crazy is crazy. Sana is sana. And that's the beauty of it. So don't be afraid to be you. Be yourself. Play with it. Next, I was surprised. Neno was not on the flyer for the Super Saturday. So they squeezed Neno. He was talking about his new launch. The new program is not going to be no longer Morning by Nenos. It's going to be in the project of what was Bob Proctor on the IM Academy. Kudos for him. And he was talking, he's the king of mindset. So he was talking about his success, but also what I love about it, that he was talking about his failures and how he overcame his failure. He learned from his failure. Mommies, we do mistakes. We're not perfect. But if we know that we do something not right and we're trying to make it better, we're going to get there. So he was saying that he was building the business based on purpose and priority. And then he hits a certain rank. From that rank, he cannot even go further. So he switch it and create a visual iceberg, as you guys could see on the PowerPoint, that instead of using the purpose and priority, he should be using the productivity and then the profit. So I love it. It was beautiful. He nailed it straight to the point. That's how Neno is. Then we had the amazing Corinne Florence, my sexy mamacita, even though she's not a mommy, from Australia. She talks about more about her history. She's less than a year here, guys, and she's the only queen educating crypto. Let's be real, okay? Kudos to that queen. She was giving some trading strategies of crypto. I went to the restroom, so sorry, y'all. Elaine Gutierrez, she was talking about the rank. I don't know if you guys ever experienced that in this business or in another business, but this might happen. And the reality is how you take it, your mindset afterwards. And she nailed it. Like, she could even give it up, have some shame, lift the company, but she didn't do that. She kept going. And that's one of the things that I love about her. And she is one of the queens with Starbucks. So she started working in Starbucks and then she started building a team in Starbucks. And now she's Sherman 10. Just showing up in Starbucks. She has consistency. If she doesn't find someone online, she's gonna get it in Starbucks. So I was thinking, maybe this is gonna be a great idea for mommies if they know any public place that they could start building their business there. It's either ECX, it's either crypto, it's either NFT. Let other people see what are you doing. Do some live. Hey, I'm on Starbucks. I'm doing some tradings. Show your tradings. Let other people know. Don't be afraid, okay? Then the Q&As. So what I love about the Q&As, were not Shermans. So that looks very humble. That's what I'm looking for. People that starts, I want to see people from start and rise up. So they were basically from P1000 to P5000. And the one that stood up for me, of course, because I'm a sexy mamacita, was the sexy mamacita, Jennifer Velez, that's the mom of Katie Brown. She's rocking those 42 years, baby. Okay. So what's one of the questions that, man, she on the clock. And the question was what you should be ranking between 30 and 60 days. And she say P1000. And a lot of people say, ooh. And I'm like, why they say ooh? And then she says, I know the people. I know Sherman 750. I know Sherman's 500. I just have to leverage and that person will be there. So she knows how to do her business plan. Guys, we need to have a business plan. We need to know how to leverage. We need to connect people related to other people in order to get where you guys trying to get in. Then we got Janelis Rosa. Janelis Rosa is the wife of Matt Rosa, 750 Sherman. She's a sexy mamacita. She's rocking that big belly. Actually, she was hosting the Super Saturday. I was super impressed. It reminds me when I was working a lot, 3 jobs, and I didn't make any excuses because I was pregnant. So kudos to her. She was talking about the skill sets, the leverage of Matt Rosa. I'm going to talk more about the skill sets. So the skill set that she was talking about was about the offline and online. So she put the husband as an example for the offline. The husband, when he was not Sherman, no P, nothing, he started going to a shake place and start building there with the owner of the place. So, mommies, we got this. We could do this. Cherokee, you could do one in Orlando. My sexy mamacitas from Texas, the majority are you guys from Texas here. You guys could do something in Texas. You just have to find someone higher, such as your mentor, your coach, and do launching. We could do this offline. It doesn't have to be only online or scripts. God's sake, has a conversation. Make a phone call. Not everybody are only online. She was talking about the online, how to communicate in text. Then she passed along with Darwin Lopez. So Darwin Lopez, as we may know, he loves to travel a lot. He's currently now a Sherman 250. He's a sexy papacito father of a little beautiful princess. He was talking about the emotional cycle, and what amazed me was his why. He has his why. Not only monetary, but his why mainly was the daughter. And he was talking about setbacks, his experience, the potential, the design. You need to know your product. Then CEO Chastity, I want to give kudos to her. She's my coach, my mentor, my queen. She could have been in another Super Saturday, and she chose to be in Florida. She also wants proximity with all the team members from Miami. She taking care of everyone there. She was make sure that we were talking with other Shermans. She presented us Darwin Lopez. We were able to be face to face, breathe his breath, asking him questions after the Super Saturday. She could have said, "Oh, I'm tired. It was nice to see you guys. See you on the Zoom." No, she was there. She was made sure that we will not leave there until Darwin talked to us. That's a mentor that want us to success, a mentor that want us to have other gems, a mentor that is not selfish, always leveraging other people. See, John, always leveraging low, always supportive, and I really enjoy it. I would love to be in another Super Saturday. The next coming up, guys, will be Puerto Rico, so please stay tuned. Any questions to this, Barbie?
Hi, ladies.
Okay, that's what I love, leadership. Okay, talk to me, Queen, talk to me.
So it's not so much of a question. It's just me saying that I'm going to refer to the data collector, right? I think especially when you don't know you're getting into network marketing, or whether you know it or not, I think a lot of what we struggle with is just overthinking, just genuinely getting to know people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we have scripts and things like that, but sometimes it's just like the genuine relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really, I mean, if you're going to let's just say if you meet another young lady, if you want to go, let's just say you want to go out to dinner, you want to go out to lunch or whatever, like, you're generally going to ask questions about them, right? And it comes a point where even when you have a long lasting friend, eventually you start to vent about each other's problems. And that's when now we have solutions. So, it's just asking questions, being relatable, because most women are relatable, especially if they have children. We all struggle with some of the same things. And being relatable and saying, hey, I've been there too. And not even really just throw the business out there. Well, let me tell you what changed my life. But just continuing to gather data, and it's kind of like spitting it back at them. Like, for real, I think I have something that will help both of us out. So I think, and I've struggled with that too, like overthinking, like, oh, what do I say? What do I say? What do I say? And I know I'm not the only one, but like, I don't know who the educator was at the front when she was talking about data collection, but literally that's all it is, just not overthinking and just genuinely getting to know someone. And then like when you relax and genuinely get to know them, it's not weird and it doesn't make them look at you like, why are you asking me all these questions? Because you're going to go back and forth and be relatable. So I didn't have so much of a question. It's just, stating that I think sometimes we really do overthink. And with overthinking, that's where it comes to a point where it's like, dang, P1000 in 30 days? Oh, no. And I think it's kind of like you said, everybody went, it's really not that hard. I think we just overthink it. And with educating ourselves throughout the platform, it won't be so intimidating to actually not push someone else to bring someone else in, but when you create those P150s, like, that's where it comes down to our education. How educated are we? Because if we are 100% educated, we have no problem with giving someone instruction on how they can get educated and how they can educate others. When you're not confident in what you have, no, you're not really going to want to share it. So that's all I really wanted to say.
Thank you, baby. And going back of what you say, how are you selling a product that you don't know the product? I cannot be texting CEO in front of a lead because I don't know what ECX means. Who's going to look bad? Not CEO, me. Why should I have to be? And this is another thing that I was talking with another mom. Why we bombarding people texting that there's a elevation morning if everybody here is an adult and knows the time? We have to bombard 20, 30 texts. So that person have to get in. We all are business owners here. If I'm hungry, I'm going to find the food for my kids. But I cannot find your food. You need to put effort as well. Why are you paying monthly if you not even go live ever? And then blaming on the coaches or the mentors that they're not there for you.
And with the events, like the events that we'll have, that will also prepare you more and more and more and more. You will become more confident, more professional. You'll become more elite and more, I did say more confident, but that's something that'll help as well. Yes, elite, honey. You'll get more comfortable with, what we have, the information that we have. And then it rolls into, eventually you don't care who says no, because you know what this does. You know what it's done for people that you have blessed this opportunity with. And It'll be just dirt off your back, and they will watch you. They're going to watch you. I know that for a fact. I didn't believe that for a long time until I got into this business. I had people who really don't even like my posts, but when I run across them in the street or just happen to hit them up on the phone, like this guy, I'm not gonna ramble too long. I just want to tell you this. This guy that I went to school with, I hardly even recognized him, but he knew who I was. He was selling the car. So, I picked up the phone and said, hey, we're going to have to connect you and your wife. Anybody who has a wife, I instantly, both of you guys, I say you and your queen, or your queen and yourself. He said, yeah. I see you doing your thing, girl. I see you doing your thing. Not once has he ever liked my post, which I'm not mad at that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad. You like it, you don't, you don't. I haven't seen Chris since 2007 when I graduated. But how? Because he's been watching. So they watch you. They watch you, so can just continue to display your confidence and display what you have, with a smile on your face, whether you're 1 like or 1,000 likes, because they are watching you. And that's when it comes to, like, they'll come back 6 months and say, oh, I'm ready. So that's what I have. I'm done.
You know what? You just remind me that Katie was saying something about knowing your business. If you don't post online, it shows that your business is closed. You should be posting because people are watching, and you absolutely right, Queen. You so right. If you don't post, you post and then a week not post, and then it's like you bipolar in business. We don't know where you're standing. You're not stable. People will not go to you if you're not consistent, if you don't prove yourself that you have a business, because you're not the only one who's doing it. A lot of people are doing it, right? So thank you, baby, to remind me that part. And from the data collector, how are you going to have a communication if you're not even listening? You're just acting like a police officer, asking questions and nothing back. So thank you, love. Thank you.
I think Kayla had her hand up at one point.
I was just seconding the motion. Really, because honestly, like, I feel like that's like something that I kind of came to terms with myself in like the last week, because you venture out into entrepreneurship and all of a sudden you're like, deer in the headlights. Like, everything is bigger than it is. Everything's overthought. Like, just one post takes you like 3 hours because you've been writing the caption and deleting things and just ridiculousness. But I feel like you expend so much energy on what you think it's supposed to look like, instead of just developing your business, because it's your business. And I feel like I really came to terms with that, because we've been reading The Power of Awareness with Nano, which is like amazing. But someone told me recently, Kayla, like, it's not weird unless you make it weird. And it's funny because I've heard that before, but for whatever reason, like, in this moment in time, it was like, damn, you know what? You're right. Like, we do make it weird. Like, we make making friends weird. We make making recommendations weird. And frankly, we do that all the freaking time. We do it with people we don't even know on Instagram. The trainer of the week or whoever tells you that they're going to Minnesota and they want to know what coffee shop is there. And and you throw in an answer. So, like, why do we make it complicated? Like, just let it develop.
Facts. So one thing that I learned with the journey of studying other people in network marketing, not just in our business, I'm going to type in her name here. Her name is Jessie Lee. She goes by I Am Boss Lee on Instagram. She is the top female network marketer in the entire world. Now, she is not a mom, but she has a ton of moms in her organization. And she is one of those people who cannot stand when other network marketing companies tell their prospects or their students to cold call or cold message people. She hates it. She's like, I did not build $1 million business that way. She was like, it takes longer, but you must build those relationships first. Announce that you're in business every single day on your social media. Let people know and organically people will join you because you've already built that trust and that relationship. So from my understanding, that's how people can go from 0 to P1000 in 30 days, because you built those relationships prior to that 30 days of people just joining you. So it could happen. What are you doing before that? Before you're actively signing people up, are you building a lot of those relationships so that you get 10 people messaging you on the same day or the same week, I'm ready? Because it could happen that fast. I've seen it in other organizations. I've seen it in other teams in IM Academy where people are just popping ranks left and right. And what you don't see is the amount of relationships they were building prior to just all those signups. It wasn't that they spoke to somebody one day and they signed up with them that same day. That does happen, yes, because it's happened to me before. But it's not like that every single day. You talk to somebody one time or you talk to them for 30 minutes and they're like, here's my credit card, here's my money, let's get it. So don't ever feel like, don't take that pressure, because it does happen where we feel that pressure from our mentors or from the leaders, like, oh, you just got to get people to sign up with you every day. You have to build relationships with people every day. So when you hear people say that, automatically in your mind say, nope, I have to build relationships. I have to build relationships because the relationships are going to build the business. But I definitely highly recommend to follow this woman, Boss Lee. I study her so hard, it's not even funny. She is the best. She gives a lot of social media tips, network marketing tips, and even just like being yourself, because she's unapologetically her. And yes, she's the shit. Like, she's everywhere. She's always a keynote speaker for something. Like, it's wild. I'm gonna type it again. I am Boss Lee. Yeah, so that's all that I have to say. I love the notes that you gave, Barbie. You always come through with the fire. Okay. If anyone else has anything to say or anything they want to add or any other comments that you had about tonight's call, just, unmute yourself, put your camera on. If you want to introduce yourself, because there's a couple ladies I've never seen before, I would love to hear from you.
I just want to say this is my first time on this call. Let me open up my camera. This is my first time on a call. I love what y'all doing with the Moms Club. Okay. And I like the note that she spoke on about the emotional roller coasters that you go through in the company, and because you set a certain expectation for yourself as far as what rank you're supposed to be, how many people you're supposed to recruit, and you're not really connecting with people that way. Like, I made that mistake in the beginning of not connecting with people and not building relationships, and now I'm more focused on building a relationship part. But I love what y'all doing here.
So I put it in the chat, but I'm just gonna shout it out right quick. So drop your IG if you haven't. Is that it? Starlight FX? Okay.
Cherokee, can you drop her IG on the Mommy Mindset Shot? My phone is being with my queen, my daughter. She's taking control of it.
No worries, I got you. Actually, everybody, we should all do that. Put all of our IGs or our Facebooks, whatever it is that you use, put it in the Wealthy Moms Club chat so that we all stay connected on social media, like each other's stuff, share each other's stuff. But if no one else has anything that they want to share, we could just let y'all go. I'm gonna give y'all 5 seconds, and then after that, I'm gonna close it out. Damn, all right. Love y'all. See y'all next Tuesday. Enjoy your evening.